yeah, so going into the last tribal council, it was very clear that I was, on myself or by myself on a raft. And I thought for sure Maddie was going to say, it's not worth Robbie being with me and flip her vote. But I hammered loyalty hard. I'm happy it worked out. I tried to get it to go to the wheel. It did. I was safe because of it. I survived. And unfortunately, Maddie went home. I would have loved to work with Maddie, but I'm not going to sacrifice myself.
All right, Damu tribe get in their first look at the new Maziwa tribe. Maddie voted out. Well, we have 10 people left. And you have officially made the merge. Congratulations, everyone.
Hey!
Ngombe, merged tribe. Are you guys ready to get to your first individual immunity challenge? Woo! I got one woo from one person. Y'all are really bumming me out here. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. This challenge is called Knockout Trivia. And here's how it works. You are going to be answering some Survivor trivia questions.
Oh, God.
It is going to be a knockout version of it. So it's going to be you versus somebody else. We are going to randomize the first two people that are going first and competing. If you get the answer correct, the person that you beat is eliminated from the game. You then get to choose who the next two people are that are competing. Last person left standing that is not eliminated wins the knockout trivia, is safe from the vote, and losers, everyone else, vulnerable for the next tribal council. Also to note with this challenge, if you two are standing up there and do not buzz in within 10 seconds, you are both eliminated. So lots of risk and reward with this challenge.
And along with individual immunity, you win individual reward. So the reward is, we have a partnership with Vintage Survivor Store. Vintage Survivor Store is an online shop stocked with brand new mint condition memorabilia from all your favorite old school Survivor seasons. We're talking buffs, bandanas, limited edition mugs, and autographed photos, t-shirts, trading cards, and so much more. The family-run operation was started with longtime superfan Dan Knoll, who Jeff Probst called the gatekeeper of all things Survivor, because of his collection and connections within the Survivor community. Sadly, Dan passed away from cancer last year, but his family continues to run this incredible online store in his honor. And right now, the individual immunity winner will receive a 15% off their entire order at Vintage Survivor Store. All you have to do is go to vintagesurvivorstore.com. I personally own many buffs from them, including this one, so I highly recommend their store to any one of you who don't win immunity and you at home watching. Vintage Survivor Store.
Ooh.
Right, our first two up to bat. John. And John is going up against Sean.
Have our first matchup here, John versus Sean. Survivor's ready.
In episode 4 reward challenge of Survivor Amazon, the Castaways got a fridge stocked with what?
John has buzzed in.
Soda.
Can you be more specific?
Coca-Cola.
That is correct. John moves on.
Sean, you have been eliminated. John, pick the next two people going.
Jordyn and Victoria.
All right. Jordyn versus Victoria.
All right. What season has the least number of people voted out? 10. Jordyn.
31.
Close, it was 32. Victoria moves on.
Jordyn has been eliminated. Victoria, select the next two victims.
Alanis and Robbie.
Alanis versus Robbie.
So I'm not answering. So you better say something because I don't know any of this shit.
In Survivor Philippines, what tribe didn't go to a tribal council until they reached the merge? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Can I tap in?
Yep.
Can I say like whose tribe? It has to be the tribe name.
Name.
The tribe name.
So hard.
I have no idea the tribe name. Never mind.
Alanis, you have eliminated yourself.
Can you give us the answer?
It's Tandang, the yellow tribe.
All right, Robbie. Who are the next two people competing?
Yeah, we'll say Michael and Victoria.
Okay. So, who has the worst challenge win-lose record ratio with 10 out of 39 challenges? 10, 9, 8, 7. Michael.
Is it Denise?
It is not. It is Stephanie LaGrossa.
Michael, you have been eliminated. Victoria, pick the next two people going.
I'll go Danny and Erik.
Danny versus Erik.
Okay. Who has received the most final tribal votes with 20?
20?
10. Erik.
Erik.
Parvati?
No, it is Tony.
Erik, you have been eliminated. Danny, pick the next two people.
Kylie and Victoria.
Okay. Who won Jeff's Visa card in Survivor Africa? 10. Not Kylie.
I don't know if I remember, but Lex?
That is correct. Victoria, you have been eliminated.
Cool.
Reilly, select the next two people.
Robbie and John.
All right.
Robbie versus John.
Same deal, John. I don't know this shit, man.
In the challenge Touchy Subjects, who is the biggest poser of One World? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Knock yourself out.
4, 3, 2, 1. John,
Cat.
it's wrong. The answer is Troyzan.
I was trying to get you to guess.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know who's on the season. I have a horrible memory.
John, you have been eliminated, which means Robbie's still in the game and Kylie and Danny are now facing off.
All right. So, who is the only player to be idled out multiple seasons? 10, 9, 8.
Kylie.
I don't know. Kimmy?
The answer is Sari.
She multiple? Yeah.
All right, Kylie is now eliminated. Final matchup, we have Danny versus Robbie. Whoever gets the question right or whoever survives wins immunity.
So what happens if we both just don't answer this time?
Nobody wins immunity and nobody's safe at this upcoming tribal council.
Okay. Deal.
What Gabon castaway said nothing tastes better than $500 except 1 million? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right. Here it is, Robbie. If I don't get it. Crystal?
The answer is Corinne. Robbie wins first individual immunity.
Ngombe, Robbie, one immunity is safe from the vote. All the rest of you are vulnerable at the next tribal council. Begin to scramble.
I know nothing about Survivor, so my plan was Robbie's plan, actually, to kind of just not say anything and hopefully the other person would panic and not want to get out. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way, and now Robbie has immunity. So,
Well, that challenge, I was so looking forward to trivia because I am a big fan. And then I get the question about the tribe name. Who remembers tribe names? Like, I had no idea the tribe name, so that sucked. But I'm glad Robbie won. So someone on my tribe won. That's good. It sucks that Maddie went home. I'm really sad about that because we would have came in with an advantage of numbers.
What happened at the last tribal council?
Oh, we're just all here.
We went to Rocks.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know how it worked. I thought it was everyone in the thing, but it was just 4 of us.
What happened with Landon?
Yeah, was that Rocks?
We didn't do Rocks. No, he was voted out 4-2. I was not part. Also surprised by it.
Spicy.
My God.
Oh God.
We got so lucky. Holy shit.
We got so lucky.
Yeah.
Also, Robbie is a freaking master manipulator.
Yeah, for sure. I do believe that he knows nothing, but yeah, he played that really well.
Yes, but
He might know nothing.
He tried to
but
debate
he's
me
not
for sure.
dumb. Yeah. Did you guys see my name at all?
No.
No,
I don't know
they
how that
were all
happened.
on it together. The
Yeah.
entire so the girls were playing us, being like, "Let's do girls." Like, we'll vote Robbie with you guys, and then Robbie's playing him, saying like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll vote Maddie." So I think they were either trying to split up our votes,
I think so.
so that they would get 3 and go home, but we all stuck to Robbie. Luckily, I was really confident.
because Robbie
Freddie,
wanted
you were
me
so
to vote Maddie.
close.
Yeah, they almost did it. Like,
I was so confident, being like, yeah. Oh, they were like, would you guys be comfortable voting out Sean? And I was like, I mean, maybe. But
that's okay. That's all good.
no, but I was like, no, we got to get Robbie.
Yeah, I think our original team yellow, whatever the team name was, I think us 5 are going to try and stick together. I'm not sure if the plan is to try and pull somebody over or just kind of stick together as a squad and try and pick somebody off one by one.
Do you?
Yo, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you all again. Yes.
Okay, should we just vote Victoria?
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have an idol.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. So, or at least,
Five,
oh,
right?
you go on, Denny.
Do we have Mike? Do we have Michael?
I think we have, and honestly, we might have Erik.
Who
How
voted
is that?
Who voted for Landon?
That's what I like.
Michael did. Michael did. Michael voted for Landon.
Michael. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
Michael will vote with us. Maybe he will vote with us.
Just have to tell him.
What did you guys talk about after I got pulled?
I mean, it was just we brought up Alanis for a bit, but then they started coming in.
I would say Alanis just because she voted me out last time. But, and like, you know, her and Maddie looked me in the eye and said like, oh, we're talking about an all-girls alliance. So I would want to get her out for lying to me. But that's the only reason I have against anybody on the other team.
So,
I guess somebody to potentially target, or
I mean, I would be fine with Alanis.
yeah.
So as of now, that's what I'm gonna write.
Okay.
It's not an hour, so.
I mean, it's just like I don't really know. Like I feel like somebody's gonna jump ship either way, but like
Yeah.
Like I trust Jordyn and Victoria, so
Yeah, I trust y'all. Like, it was just like I only jumped because Landon was giving me weird vibes. So it's
Right.
like, and he was just baking advantages and things. So it's like I don't even want to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just
I didn't
get
want to
over
like
there.
risk bringing that into the merge or something and
Mhm.
that confusion.
I like Sean and Michael a lot. I don't know why. I feel like I feel like I can trust them. I mean, I guess we'll see if they're deceiving me or not, but that's my current feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
We're set.
We just voted for
I just need-
Victoria last time. She might
That's
think it's
why I'm-
coming.
Time.
Oh, so then should we do Sean?
Yes.
What about
Sean, do you think Sean could have
I think
it?
Sean. I don't know, but I'm down to get him out because he's
what about
played
like
before.
Erik? Like a random.
But who do we think that might be able to flip? We don't want to.
I was gonna say
I
we like
think
more so.
we could get Erik.
I think we
Oh,
definitely
okay.
could.
My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
good.
No, that's good.
You guys have to go talk to them because me and Robbie haven't spent any time with them. So
Yes.
But we gotta decide on who right here, right now.
Yeah.
Sean or Victoria.
I think
Whatever
we should-
y'all think.
Guys, I think we
Say
should.
Sean. Okay.
maybe Sean,
You
because
say
we just-
Sean?
Yeah.
Yes, just to get the.
Okay, so why don't we say plan A is Sean? Do you want to do a plan B and then we can yell it at tribal if we have to? Who's plan B if we have
Yeah, that sounds good. Plan B is Victoria.
Yes.
Okay.
to? I think they're all going to assume it's going to Victoria because that's who we voted for last time. I could see somebody playing something for her, but then you get in the he said, she said, what if? I mean, who knows what's going to go on. I would love to see Victoria go home. We're going to vote Sean unless someone tells me different. But that's it. I'm rocking with the plan A, plan B. And depending what I feel at Tribal, I'll yell it out and hopefully people follow. And if not, I'm safe today. Hopefully I'll be safe tomorrow when it comes to these episodes.
Ideally, Sean would be voted out unless we switch it to Victoria. And that will be a vast majority. Like, ideal situation, only like 2 or 3 votes aren't for him. One of which being Sean voting for someone else.
Yeah. Liz, how are you feeling about your original tribe? Oh, she's gone.
There she goes.
Good. Are we still voting her out or what?
I'm fine with that.
I am too. I don't know if I trust Erik.
You don't trust Erik?
You trust Erik?
I
All right.
don't think I do. There was a weird thing that happened when I like came into this room and like John and like Erik were like, we're gonna go talk with Danny in Tree House or the tree thing.
Free mail?
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to pull somebody though.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. Who can we get, or else we're going to Rocks?
I don't think we can pull any of the 3 that we just went to Rocks with. I think they're all together.
Yeah,
like, it would have to be
one of
John or
ours.
Danny or both.
Yeah, John, Danny, or Kylie. Those are the options to pull.
Right.
I think they're pullable, but because I think our tribe had a bit more of like a kumbaya situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Than y'all's. Y'all's seem more.
Yeah,
against,
it stayed
so.
really like.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like I mean, I gotta say, it's like who I'm close to strategy wise versus like who I just generally think I'm closer to. And generally it's gotta be like my double tribe mates that I made it through the swap with. But then like strategy wise and just like vibes and feeling like I want to pick up and run with this person, I don't know, Erik's been a good partner through this, I think. And I think that he has the potential of being like a loyal to the end type. So I don't know. I kind of have to talk to him once since we've, merged now, but getting good vibes there. Otherwise just kind of trying to stick with the tribe. All right, I'm gonna go as fast as possible because I feel like someone's just gonna jump in here. But I feel like I didn't catch you after the Landon thing. And I just want to say that like I was wanting so bad to work with you two. And what it ended up being was just that like we knew that there was kind of like a division there, right? And just like last word, it was really like a last word that I heard kind of game. But I would be down because I think this is really going to end up neither whole built tribe like pagonging till the end or anything like that. So I would be down to like make a final 2 block with you.
Yeah, I'm totally down. 100%.
All right. I have zero intent on ever voting for either of you two. I know the last vote was weird, but I just want to throw that out
I was
there.
like, I don't know how much I trust either of you two after
No,
that.
and honestly, it had nothing to do with Victoria and it had nothing to do with you. It was straight up Sean came and kind of like he fed me some stuff and I was like, man, like I'm open to working with people who I didn't start with, but I just felt like, I don't know. I felt like he was trying to play me real bad. And I'm like, I got no choice but to try to push it to a tie and stick strong. And that's really all that was.
Yeah,
self-preservation.
Just like always like a weird thing when it doesn't go out the way you expected it to. But again, it's game, it's how it is. And like obviously we stuck to our 3 too. We were battling for a
Oh, and I can respect that. Sean, I was just saying a second ago, full disclosure, I said, it wasn't anything against you or Jordyn. I just thought it was like I felt like I was in the outs. I just got that, that and I knew the only way that I could try to save myself would be to force a tie with anybody. And that's all it was. And the sad part was like what I said to you was legit. The message I conveyed to you was legit. I just didn't feel like I still felt awkward and I'm like, I'm fine. But
I got it. Survivor. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not, I don't know. See, like, again, we're coming down to like this 5-5. We are back to kind of 5v5, 3v3 split situation. And number one, I'm not good at Survivor trivia. I like knew that coming into this. So I knew that was not my challenge to win. I was hoping maybe someone that I used to align with or aligned with would win it. And unfortunately, it was Robbie, who I'm not happy with right now because him, Alanis and Maddie all kind of just like lied to our faces, which I get, it's Survivor, but they were very convincing. So I was very shocked by that vote, and it stinks. Luckily, we were on the right side of like the rocks, but yeah, so now we're back in the same type of situation, and I'm learning that Michael had flipped on Landon, and they're saying like Landon was kind of saying a bunch of things that was like they just didn't trust, but you switched before. So now I'm kind of like, okay, we gotta hold strong, but again, no one's gonna want to go to rocks, but I'm willing to go to the rocks. Like if it means we have that 50-50 shot of keeping somebody, or I guess maybe it's not 50-50 because Robbie's safe too, but whatever, I'm willing to take that chance.
Right now, moving forward, I think they're trying to kind of pull over Erik or Michael, because Michael did vote for Landon. But he seems like I don't know. I think it might go to rocks again, which is kind of scary and risky, but no one's budging on that. I kind of want to talk to Jordyn again and see how she feels about the Girl Alliance again. But I haven't gotten her alone because Sean was just sitting in the room. So I'm going to try to talk to her one more time.
My closest ally, probably a tie, Jon and Danny both. I also feel kind of strong with Erik. I haven't got to check back in with him since we've gotten back into the merge tribe, but I did feel strong with him, and I think if I can have one more conversation before tribal, we can go into it like thinking the same thing.
I feel so like nervous and anxious about like telling everybody that I'm leaving, or even just
I was like trying to get there. I had to press it like 3 times.
People, nobody else show up.
Okay, we are voting Sean. I don't know if you've heard.
I have not.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
If I can find a time to talk to Michael and or Erik, we can get them on our side to vote out Sean. It didn't seem like they had any particular connections to them. If not, we could end up at rocks, which would be really annoying. I think it would be down original tribal lines, but I think if I can get to Erik and or Michael, we can get the swap tribe together and push this Sean name out into the universe.
What is y'all's name that you know of? Because I just got told one before someone got pulled for a confessional. I just want to know if it's the same thing.
I heard no names yet. Not
I the only name I've heard is Sean.
Okay, that's the one that I got.
Yes.
Sean?
Yeah, Sean. Do you want to do that?
I mean, if you guys are doing that, I will lock in with you because I've heard no other names. And
yeah,
I feel like I got really close with Danny, and I like Kylie a lot. And I haven't spoken with Jordyn for a while, but in the beginning, we really vibed. So
I know. I'm like,
Kylie, do you have the idol?
No, I do not.
Okay, that seemed genuine, I guess. That's why I like try and shock people with it, you know? They're like, oh, what do you mean? Like, why would I have that? So, all right, you passed the test.
Oh, great. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for trusting me. No, I totally don't. I was
so, you know, just like if anybody's like, hey, you know, like I didn't do this, but okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty gullible. But we were talking about it before when y'all were at tribal, like the other, like my swap tribe, we were talking about that. And I was saying how like when the T-Bird thing came up, like I imagine there's probably something in there, but I was so just like, what's going on? Like there's too much to think about. I like had to just set that aside. And I was like, I know there's probably something here, but I can't handle it right now.
Kind of, I'm like up in the air on whether I'd want to do the Sean vote that they already brought up to me. Like I feel I'm fine with doing Alanis, like whatever. I don't know her. But like if that's what people are gonna do, and I hate rock, but I might just, if that's the plan, I might just like stick to that. I want to talk to Erik one-on-one. I feel like that's like figure that out with him. If I can do that, I think we'll have a good idea. So
what's happened, guys?
No.
Well, we're only 4. We need to make sure that Kylie's on board, and then
yes.
What's
up, Victoria?
Were you just in confessional?
I was in confessional.
Oh no.
Wait, what have you heard?
I haven't heard anything.
We're trying to see what name is going around.
It's a big game of chicken right now. Everybody.
Yeah, right.
Why have you guys been talking about somebody?
Okay,
I'm like, yeah.
talking about somebody, we're all just like, what names have you heard? Because we have not heard any names. Well,
Yes.
Michael just bounces.
Yeah.
Can I ask who that her is?
Okay, I heard the name Sean. That's all I've heard so far. I don't know what.
Why Sean?
I didn't even hear a reason. That's the only name that I've heard.
Interesting.
But then I also heard that he is somebody who might have an idol. So if he has an idol, then I wouldn't. Why would we vote for someone with an idol? I don't know. Or maybe we could scare him into thinking that he's getting voted for, so he flushes the idol. I don't know.
You don't seem into that, Victoria?
I don't know. I have nothing against Sean. So I don't know. I don't like the thing is weird. I don't really know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have like a vendetta against anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
It's tough with the swap. Like, I definitely feel like this is going to come down to more like voting block style. I feel like maybe like just everyone is kind of identifying a person and coming to an agreement on it, and like the lines between like initial tribe, swap tribe, or I don't know, a little blurred maybe, but
we have been ditched.
Seriously.
What I had heard that name from Erik before you came in, so I think that's where the genesis of it is.
I don't believe that.
Victoria, every room
No, I know. It's just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's also possible it didn't come from him.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
but that was where I heard the name. And then I just nodded, and then you walked in.
Right, exactly.
Ngombe, first tribal council of the merge, and I can just see in everyone's faces right now, you look very concerned and have no clue what might happen at this tribal council. But I'm going to start with Robbie. Robbie, talk to me about your strategy in order to win that individual immunity, because it didn't seem like you had a damn fucking clue anything that relates to Survivor.
Well, you have a good eye. No, listen, you can chalk it up to growing up in Canada, playing hockey and getting one too many concussions. I can't remember anything. I'm only half joking on that. It's funny, we can talk in the reunion if we ever have something like that. But honestly, I've watched every season of Survivor, and I can be halfway through a season and forget, like, I can forget the first episode by the time I get to the end. So I joked in a couple rooms that we've been in so far. I said, if we have to do trivia, don't pick me to be on it, because we're going to lose as a group. And it was kind of ironic that later on that was our first challenge. But yeah, I guess, you know what, it was kind of a crappy way to win. That's not how I would want to win something, not being good at something so well that I win it. But hey, I'll take it if I can get it.
Victoria, do you believe everything that Robbie's selling there with saying, oh, I really don't know trivia, didn't really know what was happening, and I just ended up coasting to the end and somehow won immunity?
Yes, I believe Robbie. As he said it before, like at the very beginning, he's like, I am bad at memory, I'm bad at trivia, don't pick me for that, even like way in the back. So yeah, 100% I believe him.
All right, Jordyn, let's dive right into what's going to happen in the next few minutes, which is the vote. There's so many different factors that come into play. You guys have swapped, you started with people, you got to meet new ones. What's the dynamic like going into this intense merge tribal council? Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure numbers are on your side.
Yes, you definitely do want to make sure numbers are on your side. And it's difficult because there's so many different ways to play it, where you have 5 from the original blue and yellow, whatever the names were, and then you got switched. So then you have 5 from those original ones too. So there's definitely a lot of factors, and there could be voting blocks and things that go alongside that. And you don't know, people that maybe you were aligned with originally got new alliances or talked to somebody else that they trust maybe a little bit more now. So it all really just depends on where people are. I guess today will be it'll tell a lot about, I guess, where people stand.
Sean, Jordyn brings up an interesting point where maybe some people made some new alliances with their swap tribes. Do you think that indeed did happen, or do you think people are going to go back to old tribal lines, because then we have, once again, a 5-5 split potentially going into the vote, and then rocks yet again, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's going to be OG ride or die. Maybe one or two people might hop over, but from what we chatted about in most of the rooms, we feel like it's going to be 5-on-5 and see what happens.
Danny, do you think threats are going to start to come out as we get into the merge? Because there's lots of different factors that you can look at. You can look at social threats, strategic threats, or challenge beasts. So how do you factor all those different scenarios in?
Yeah, I think, the merge is really when all of that hits and people start to really think intensely about those things. Everything before the merge, it's, seen as an asset, right? Like you're making alliances with the people that are sociable, so you like them. You're keeping people in that can, do comps well. Like it's really once the merge hits, it's like, okay, the little things you pick up on them. And so definitely, I think it's going to start coming out in scrambles.
Alanis, talk to me about the scrambles. Was everyone mixing and mingling that round, or was it just like, I'm going to sit in this room for a little bit and then transition to that? Or did you get to talk to everyone you wanted to talk to?
Well, definitely everyone was mixing around. Everyone was getting pulled at different times. Everyone was flipping back and forth. So I think I talked to who I want to talk to. I don't know how clear those tribal lines are anymore. I feel like I've talked to people and they were kind of on the fence from the other side. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Kylie, do you think everything's blurred somewhat coming into this vote? Because as we've been talking about, so many different people are talking and you could get panicked seeing, oh, they're in this breakout room. What are they talking about? But I need to stay in here because then they could start talking about me. So how do you maneuver all these breakout rooms?
Yeah, it's hard, honestly. I think that the hardest part is you don't know what you're missing when you get pulled for a confessional or when you hop into another room. So you kind of just have to, at some point, just find the people that you trust and be like, okay, this is the name that we're going with, and then just stick true to that. And then no matter what you hear after that, just know that what your like alliance, or at least just the people that you want to move forward with right now, what they said, that's what you're going to go with.
Michael, what's the chatter of potential advantages that could be moving throughout this entire game?
I mean, I think most people talked about it. Someone definitely has an idol. It just is out there at this point. Who it is, I have no idea. But that's all speculation. But yeah, someone definitely has it. There's definitely something in play at this point. I think it's too late for it to still be just nothing. So.
Why do you think someone definitely has an idol?
Maybe not an idol, but an advantage at least with that clue that you gave us earlier with T-Bird. So there's no way that wasn't a clue. Someone's definitely got it by now. So.
Erik, do you think that was a clue that we gave earlier? Because, I mean, you never know in this game.
I definitely think it was a clue. At first I thought it was a riddle. Then way later I find out there's numbers there. So it's definitely something. I feel like there's a lot of people here who are good at these games and have done them a lot. So I'm sure they figured it out right away. That's my guess. But who knows?
Sean, what are you basing your vote on for this tribal council?
Loyalty.
Loyalty is the name of the game, and you need it to get through. And with that, it is time to vote. I'm always ready.
I'm voting for Sean. There's not a lot of reasons other than he seems like a big gamer. So I'd like to nip that in the bud and get him out of here.
Oh, please don't have an idol. Please, for the love of God, do not have an idol.
I don't get a why.
You can get a why, absolutely. So Jordyn and Victoria, and I guess kind of Michael, a little bit of Erik. We just threw out that name at the beginning and kind of just stuck with it. We didn't really have a chance to discuss it further, but hopefully I'm just kind of flying a little bit under the radar. I think there's some threatening players still left in the game, so as long as it's not me, it's all good.
Everyone already knows I'm the flipper, so might as well stay being the little thing flipper and flip on Sean.
I don't want to vote for Sean, but I know Erik switched already So I'm just gonna vote for Sean, and hopefully he said so much about loyalty, and I want to be loyal to him because he was, but I also want to not throw out a name and make myself a target. I'm sorry, Sean. That's awful. Okay.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Sean. 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 That's 3 votes, Sean. Sean. Sean.
Me.
5 votes, Sean. Alanis. The first member of our jury, Sean. The tribe has spoken.
Bye, all. This is fun. No hard feelings. Sure. So overall, it was really fun. I've never really done anything like this, so I appreciate the opportunity. I had a lot of fun. I think things were going pretty well up until the merge. I think I was a little too passive once we had the group of 10. I was kind of sticking with my old alliances, and I wasn't really reaching out to anybody. And I think that just made me kind of somebody they could get rid of and not have to worry about going forward. So that was probably one thing I could have cleaned up about my game, I think.